Hey everybody, it's PartyElite. Welcome back to our Baldur's Gate 3 Let's Play featuring the Dwarf Druid Beâr Thrylls. We just watched Zevlor get knocked out, we got ourselves a fancy new hat, and in between those two events we leveled up, learned how to wild shape, took care of a bunch of goblins, and came across the Emerald Grove, which is hopefully going to be a friendly place. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and wake Buddy up and see what he has to say.
Regression. A cheap shot. I should have expected that.
Yeah, you really should have, buddy. I mean, I saw it coming. I decided not to intervene. Well, I tried to intervene just with my words, and maybe that was the wrong call. Either way. Are you alright?
I'll survive a sore jaw. Particularly if it's rid the grove of Aradin. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve.
Yeah, I was thinking, hang on now, outsiders perhaps, but not me. I mean, that's a terrible thing to say to somebody who's being kicked out of a safe place, is my assumption. But, like I said, I don't necessarily pick up on social cues, do I? So, outsiders perhaps, but not me.
Lucky you. There have been several attacks by different monsters. The druids blame us outsiders for drawing them here. Nobody's welcome anymore. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters.
This ritual, is there no way to convince the druids to stop it? Okay, I could just care about me and say I need a healer. What brought you here? Or I could just walk off. No, okay, hang on. What brought you here?
We're refugees from Elturel. We took shelter here after gnolls attacked us on the road. We were bound for Baldur's Gate, and it was too late to turn back. Elturel had no place for tieflings after the descent.
Ooh, failed my history check there. The Descent. What's that?
I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. The High Overseer, our Grand Protector, signed a pact with devils. It dragged Elturel straight to hell. Lucky for us, a group of adventurers found a way to bring the city back. Afterwards, people looked at us and just saw devilkin. No different from the druids here, really.
Well, this ritual, is there no way to convince the druids to stop it?
I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't even see me. You, though? I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare, if nothing else.
I mean, that's an option. I feel like I also have maybe a right to hospitality, potentially, as a druid myself. Kind of weird, though. Like, they've been clearly capable of saving this place as well, so why don't they just deal with it? Anyway, I can still see what I can do. I'm sorry, I've got my own problems. Very true. I have my own temporal concerns. I need a healer. Or what are you offering for my aid? No. I am a folk hero. I'll see what I can do.
Really? We're messengers now.
We'd owe you a great debt. If we're forced to leave now, we won't make it to the city. You'll find the druids at the heart of the grove. Please, make them see sense before more lives are lost.
That's an interesting crossroads, right? Do I prioritize our situation with the parasites in our brains, or do I deal with this really quickly first and then get back on track? Something to think about, but I think we'll go ahead and help these guys out first, and then turn our attention back to our own selves. First of all, though, just gonna take a little look around over here. Is there anything of value up here? I mean, there's a couple of boxes we can go rifling through. There is, oh yeah, this guy's manning the gate over here. Might have a conversation with them, but separately, if I recall correctly, all the way down over here, farther than the camera can go, there was a gate, was there not? I think that was like roughly over there, kind of far away. We'll investigate that later. Let's go ahead and keep our eyes on the prize here being the love and adoration of these refugees, I suppose. Well, let's first go up this way and see what of their stuff I can just put in my pockets instead. Again, you know, just looking around, just taking a peek. A little curious individual that I am. Now, there's somebody watching right over here, so maybe I won't do any thieving. I'm no thief. Oh, actually, no. I said during character creation, I'm very much open to stealing if I can justify it in the sense of, hey, you're not using it, and I could use it. So I think I will. Cannot. Oh yeah, this is the guy that got shot up, eh? Not gonna loot his body. Oh my god. Let's go. No, don't run away. I'm trying to have a conversation with you. Okay. No, what do you... Okay, fine. She doesn't want to talk. Or neither does Zach. Alright, fair enough. I know when I'm not wanted. Elegus.
Glad you made it inside. Doubt we'll be safe here for long, though. There'll be more coming. Goblins hunt in packs.
This, I know. You could hold off a horde of goblins from this position. Yeah, rally the troops a little bit, right?
Maybe, but we're not fighters. If they broke through, it'd be a massacre. The sooner we leave for Baldur's Gate, the better.
Well, how far are we from the city?
If the road was clear, 10 days walk, maybe? But while the goblins are out there, it might as well be the other side of the world.
I mean, I see where this is leading, right? I see what we're supposed to do here. Well, I'm almost certain of what we're supposed to do here. Well, Donnie. Just trying to get some more insight here.
Have some respect. This really isn't the time to talk.
Jeez, rude much? Like, I'm literally, like, yeah, trying to investigate the situation, understand what's going on, see what everyone's feeling like. But no, they're just gonna be rude to me. Okay, fair enough. Well, in that case, you know what? What do you have that I could use?
Just another crate.
No, nothing there. You got some bedrolls. Do I need bedrolls? I think I have bedrolls. Don't I have bedrolls? Amp supply sacks. Oh, I might need bedrolls, actually. You coming back? You guys aren't adventuring anytime soon. Don't mind if I... Ooh, yes. Thank you very much. Grab a bedroll, perhaps two. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Yeah, we can get going. Or we can keep rifling through the stuff. Just taking a peek. Ooh, fire swill. That sounds tasty. And you know what? There is a third bedroll, and I do have a third party member, so it just makes sense for me to take it. Just kind of makes sense for me to take it. I really should be, like, entering sneak mode. But I think we're good here. Don't need a shovel. I've already got one. Yeah, fair enough. Again, you know, as we're gonna head out there to take care of these goblins again, which is my assumption, as the hero that I am, I'm gonna need some bedrolls. Gonna need to, you know, lie down every once in a while. Gotta make sure I'm comfortable for the fights up ahead. Completely justifying this as I've done nothing wrong. Couple carrots, don't mind if I do. Road dust gray clothes. Is there any value? They'll replace my homely clothes. And Tanner's Delight, as opposed to tasteful boots. I mean, I'll take them, sure. What's the worst that can happen, right? What's the worst that could happen? Here we are at the Hollow.
This is about your precious Baldur's Gate. I care about our lives. Our futures.
No, you just care about your stupid apprenticeship.
Take that back. Right now.
What do we have here? Alright, first of all, who is this Aaron fellow? Trader, what do you have for me?
Refugees, adventurers. No one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? I lower my prices for fellow druids, but you'll need to be quick. The ritual will be complete before too long.
Alright, it's nice to see the impact of character creation so, like, evident right off the bat, you know? Well, first of all, are you really locking down the grove?
I know it's drastic, but more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day.
What about the people here?
We druids will be safe. As for those that took refuge here, well, may Sylvanas guard them as they continue their travels.
Doesn't feel very druid-like, but I guess I'm painting them with a broad brush here. You just said the region's overrun by monsters. They won't survive by themselves.
As I said, it's a drastic measure. But the survival of the grove is paramount. There just aren't enough supplies to support everyone.
Alright, fair enough. Well, I'm looking for a healer.
I pray no goblin arrow has grazed you. Nettie could put you to rights. She should be with the others in the inner chambers. But I doubt she'll be taking on new patients. The grove will be locked down soon.
I wish it was a goblin arrow. That would have been a lot easier to deal with. Anyway, what are you selling?
Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
What do you got for me, buddy? What do you got for me? Ooh, gloves of missile snaring. You can intercept missiles from ranged weapon attacks, reducing their damage by 1d10 plus your dexterity modifier. Jeez, alright, how much? Okay, this is expensive. We are able to barter things. We have 214 gold. How much does some of this junk get me? Goblin bows, give me a little bit of money, some scimitars. It's not bad. I mean, I could, you know what? I could probably at least like sell some stuff, right? I don't need 3 of every item. Let's go ahead and put some of this stuff up for sale because otherwise I will just stockpile everything, which is a complete waste of space. And I'm gonna try to avoid doing that here. 3 bedrolls? Nope, holding on to those. Don't need a fence just quite yet. A couple of bottles. I'll probably need that eventually. I'm curious, are we able to use these rocks for anything, these gems for anything, or should I sell them? Think about that more later. Anything we want over here? They got some food, we got some scrolls, Tasha's Hideous Laughter, Charmed Person, Ray of Frost, Ray of Enfeeblement, Mage Armor, and Burning Hands. Burning Hands probably come in handy fairly often. We got, do we have any torches actually? We don't have torches. Now, I can see in the dark, to a degree, right? But it might make sense to have some torches for some of our friends, perhaps. I don't know if they can all see in the dark. Not very expensive. Yeah, sure, why not? Go ahead and grab a couple of torches. We got some trap disarm toolkits. Let's grab that. It's extremely expensive. I don't need all 5 of those. Can I take just 2? Sure, that sounds good. Don't need a shovel. Don't need arrows of lightning or acid or anything like that. Nothing too fancy needed just quite yet. This guy's got some fun stuff. Supply pack. Ooh, no, okay. I think that's all we need right now, if even that. Let's give him some more stuff just to balance this out. I've got a couple of javelins. I don't need that many javelins. I don't need any javelins, actually. I think I'm good without them. I got a mug over here I'm happy to give away. I'm pretty sure some of this stuff is just straight up junk, right? And I can just imagine you guys screaming into the comments like, no, that's actually crucial in Act 2. But I imagine we're fine over here. I imagine we're fine over here. Yeah, I don't think I need to carry this many skulls around with me. And if I could just get it up to 100, I'll feel a lot better. But I might not be able to do that. Let's go ahead and sell this road dust gray. Yeah, set of clothes, sure. Everything else we'll hold on to, I think. Yeah, everything else we'll hold on to. Yeah, it's a decent bit of savings there.
Calm down.
Sure.
Please.
Oh no, of course, right. My bad. I gotta balance that out with gold. My bad. There you go. Sure, I'll take that. Works out for me. We got our torches. Yep, good stuff. Excellent.
Sylvanas, guide your path.
Yeah, sure. Whatever, dude. I am trying to help some people in dire need over here while also trying to help myself. Gotta find a couple of folks, right? I gotta find Kaga to try and get them to delay the closure here. And separately, I gotta find Nettie. Alright, fair enough. 2 things to do. 2 things to do. Let's go ahead and take a look at the kerfuffle over here first, just because I would have definitely overheard them, and let's be real, I would have gone in to investigate, right? So what's going on over here?
Oh, the waiting.
Hells! We can't just leave. They're kin!
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once. Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blades and spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay! These people aren't fighters. We can help.
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
I'm curious. So are they planning on splintering off? That's what it sounds like over here. Like splintering off from their other refugee friends because they can maybe travel more easily as a small group. I could say nothing. Just stay out of it. I could say get out while you can. The goblins will be back, which is true as far as we can tell. Or I can try and persuade them to stay. A single blade could make a difference. Try to rally the troops with my charisma -1. I mean, yeah, sure. Let's try it. Just, try my best here. Come on, baby, please. That's a DC 10 is not that difficult, but I say that knowing full well. Oh, nice. Beauty. Even with a -1, we got that. Beautiful. Nice every once in a while.
Thank you. It's the right thing to do, and you know it.
She's right, Roland. We're better than this.
Zergan. Fine, I'll stay too. Lest you both end up with your throat slit by Goblin Blade.
Thank you, Roland.
I understand she was making the argument first, but I'm the one who kind of swayed it. What do you mean she's right? I'm right.
Grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy.
The scowl on your face would frighten a troll.
I hope that makes a positive difference over here. I'm very curious about what who the refugees are and who the actual druids are, but I'm sure we'll find out in due time. What do we got going on over here? Some hungry oxen, hungry, bored, and strange. Very well. Sauron, what's up?
This place is a bloody death trap, not a sanctuary. You should clear off while you can.
Why do you say that? I have questions for you.
That ox seems a little too interested in me.
I'm sorry, which ox? So, Astarion and Shadowheart both succeeded their insight checks. I failed mine. That ox seems a little too interested in me. Which one? Alright, strange ox. The ox makes me uneasy. I can try to discern why. Yeah, I think I will. DC 10. Got a +1. Oh, come on. For real? I'll never succeed in, like, having an engagement with animals, will I? Nothing. I got nothing. Now, speak with animals. Ritual. I should be able to do that. Until long rest. I mean, let's try it. They're refugees too, right? Go for it. What's going on, buddy?
Ah, you're addressing me, a humble ox. How quaint.
Here we go. So I saw in the comments of the previous episode, with regards to my decision to take the ability to speak to animals, that, like, it's a Larian RPG. There's going to be value in taking that ability. And yes, 100%, absolutely. On that note, though, I want to mention as well, folks, if you've been enjoying the series thus far, if you'd like to see it continue, please don't hesitate to keep leaving those likes and comments down below. Real quick, again, seeing the number of likes and comments is a quick read for me to understand exactly what people are enjoying on the channel, like what I should keep going with, what I should slow down. I do also read all the comments, though, so if you have any feedback, any thoughts, any opinions, I read through them all, and I do take them all to heart and try to, integrate what I can where possible. So keep them coming, and we'll keep the show going. I mean, to be fair, I'm probably going to be playing this to completion, so I hope you enjoy the journey as long as it might be. Now, I could try and do my Arcana again. Interesting. But there's more interesting stuff going on right now. Haven't you ever met anyone who could speak to oxen?
A druid or two, I suppose. But the novelty remains fresh.
Well, did you come from Elturil with the others?
I suppose I did. Yes. I had quite a life in Elturil. Chewing cud, pulling carts, etc.
I was hoping that would give us some extra help over here with the Arcana check. Just, having some additional insight on this animal. But, sure. Let's try it again. What's up with this ox? Come on, baby. Come on. DC 10. We got a +1. Nat 20. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Tell me everything.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
There's more to you than meets the eye. Care to explain?
No. You are incapable.
Ooh, I could try and persuade him. Come on, old chap. I'm a devil for gossip. Very true. Again, we got the -1 for charisma across the board over here. So, intimidation, out with it, cow, or you're going to regret it. Nah, fine. I heard the tieflings are going to butcher one of you for food, so your secret will die with you. No. Come on, old chap. I'm a devil for gossip. DC 10. Everything's DC 10. Come on. Such a bummer, man. I really want to know. All right, next time.
You don't want to know what I'm a devil for. Believe me.
Makes me very uncomfortable.
Funny. I mean...
Oh, I absolutely love it. All right, what about this board ox? What are you up to, buddy?
Another one. What are you under there, then? Ant? Or ox?
What are you talking about? That was literally what was in my head. What is he talking about?
The keepers of this place. They change their form to fit their need. They become birds, to hunt on the wing. Bears to tear flesh with teeth. But for me, only oxen, only same old hay. And I cannot even eat it, because the horned ones hide their shiny bits inside.
Oh, they're hidden weapons in some of these bales of hay? Okay, shiny bits. The tieflings put something in your hay?
Hiding things. Thinking they're clever. Not clever. Sometimes I eat the shiny bits, and they have to go looking for them on the other end.
Nice. Wait, hang on a second. Hang on. I had more to talk to you about.
I've no more to say. Even old hay tastes better than your idle chatter.
The hell? Fine. I'll keep my secrets of wild shaping then. I should have taken the druid option there, but I was curious. I mean, I don't know why I asked him something I already knew the answer to, but here we are. Alright, Hungry Ox, what you got?
Be gone. I am hungry.
Rude. Okay, fair enough. In this haystack, we have a pouch. What is inside the pouch? I would like to know. I'll check later. Before I get accused of stealing anything. Alright. To be fair, I have been stealing stuff. What do we have up over here? Asherak. Training the kids. We got Will over here as well, who's quite a capable fighter out there, but let's speak to Asherak first.
The Blade of Frontiers. What a thrill for the children.
They're tough kids. Smart, too. The future's in good hands.
That's all you got for me? Will?
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
Hey there. Can I have a word? Or, this whelp is hopeless, you're wasting your time. It's good advice, child. You do well to listen. Sure, let's, again, I've been giving everyone pep talk, so why not this kid? It's good advice, child. You do well to listen.
We're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The Blade of Frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the Blade of Frontiers, racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship.
You and me both, buddy. We both carry parasites.
Doomed to shed our skin and become a lithid, or so the stories go. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Who is she?
Her name is Karlach, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
Alright, I like Will. Dude's an absolute baller. What? He seems awesome. Let's join forces. I'll help you cast this devil back into the hells. Or, I'm looking to cure this infection. I suggest we partner up. Or good luck with your devil problem. It seems your work's cut out for you. No, I think we could team up. And I want to be cool like him. That sounds pretty heroic. Yeah, let's join forces. I'll help you cast this devil back into the hells. And then separately, we can team up to cure this infection.
I like your thinking. Besides, I watched you fight at the gate. I could use an ally like you. Ready when you are.
The famous Blade of Frontiers in the flesh. Clever, this hero act you've got going.
Hero, Blade. Name strangers gave me. My friends call me Will.
Excellent. If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
Oh my. This is going to be a fun journey.
Shadowheart is very snarky, and like, I'm all for it, but I hope she's nice to our friends eventually. But Will is ready to level up. He is a level 1 warlock. All right, let's level you up, buddy. Not sure exactly how I want to spec people. Now, again, there was some conversation in the comments of the previous episode about specking certain people in certain ways, and an interesting suggestion was brought up with regards to respecking Shadowheart. And I forget the exact suggestion now, my apologies, but there was a bit of back and forth with regards to it, and with regards to how it may or may not be in character to change people's inclination, especially the pre-made characters. And that was an interesting point. I hadn't thought about it that way, and I'd be curious to hear more opinions on that front with regards to respecking some of these origin characters and changing how they operate and who they are and all that kind of stuff. I suppose what I should do, and I'm open to suggestions, I suppose what I should do is play them as they've been presented to me, and based on how they act and what they say, try and spec them accordingly to help them roleplay. Obviously, around the table, everybody roleplays their own character and they make their own decisions accordingly, but here I'm responsible for role-playing as all of them in various ways. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on that in the comments down below, and I'd love to just get some additional insight and see how that changes my my overall approach. But for the time being, let's go ahead and make some decisions over here. We got Burning Hands, we got Charm Person, Command, Expeditious Retreat, Hellish Rebuke, 2 to 20 damage, oh man. React to your next attacker with flames that deal 2 to 20 fire damage on save. Target still takes half damage. It's a dex save. All right, fair enough. We got a Hex over here, 1d6 of necrotic damage, conditional. It also gives a disadvantage on an ability of my choosing. Interesting. And that's a bonus action too. All right. We have Protection from Evil and Good, and we have Witch Bolt, 1 to 12 damage. Link yourself to a target with a Bolt of Lightning. Deal an additional 1 to 12 lightning damage each turn by activating it. All right, and that's a regular action. Interesting. So these are all, a bunch of these are regular actions, a couple of these are bonus actions. I am tempted, this isn't an action at all. I am tempted to get this Hex. Well, I'm tempted to get Hex, rather, I should say. I don't know if that's most in keeping with him, though, but you know what? I'm thinking, that's always so difficult. 3 to 18 fire damage. Each flammable target is hit with 3 to 18 fire damage. On save, they still take half damage. It's almost between that and Hellish Rebuke for me. Kind of tempted to do Hellish Rebuke. He'll be going into melee, right? He'll be fighting in combat, and with this active, just causing some extra damage to attackers. As long as I time it properly, I think that could be quite valuable. Sure. Plus, he seems like the kind of person who gives Hellish Rebukes. Pun intended, obviously. And we have some Eldritch Invocations. In your study of occult lore, you have unearthed Eldritch Invocations, fragments of forbidden knowledge that imbue you with an abiding magical prowess. Alright, we can get the Agonizing Blast. When you cast Eldritch Blast, add your Charisma modifier to the damage it deals. What are we looking at here? Charisma is 17. Fair enough. Just looking at all the stats there. Armor of Shadows, a passive. These are both passives? Yes. You can cast Mage Armor on yourself at will without expending a spell slot. Mage Armor increases your armor class when you aren't wearing armor. Okay. Beast Speech. You can speak with animals. Fair enough. Beguiling Influence. You invoke your patron's Bewitching Charm. You gain proficiency in Deception and Persuasion. I like that. Okay. Devil's Sight. You can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical, to a distance of 24 meters. Fiendish Vigor. You can cast False Life on yourself at will as a level 1 spell without expending a spell slot. That gives us 7 temporary hit points. Oh man, that does sound very good. Mask of Many Faces. You can cast Disguise Self at will without expending a spell slot. One with Shadows. You learn how to cast one with Shadows. I gotta double check exactly what that is. Vanish into the darkness and become invisible as long as you stand still. Alright. Interesting. Repelling Blast. Toggleable passive feature. When you hit a creature with Eldritch Blast, you can push the creature up to 4.5 meters away from you. Oh man, that could be really good for like knocking people off bridges and stuff. Or there's Thief of 5 Fates. Once per long rest, you can cast Bane using a Warlock spell slot. Bane targets up to 3 creatures. They receive 1d4 penalty to attack rolls and saving throws. That does use a spell slot though. So I don't know about that one. All right, let's go with, Fiendish Vigor sounds good. Just that extra little bit of HP when you need it, right? So, Fiendish Vigor for one of them. But what else? Devil's Sight, Beguiling Influence feels right over here. Look at his charisma, right? 17. Proficiency in deception and persuasion feels quite right over here. We don't need beast speech. Mask of many faces. I think we're okay without that. Yeah, sure. Beguiling influence. Seems to be in keeping with what Shadowheart's saying and what he implied with like his response to Shadowheart earlier as well, right? So sure. Invoke your patron's bewitching charm, gaining proficiency in deception and persuasion. Don't mind if I do. So those two, and we've got our hellish rebuke. And otherwise, the amount of spells you can have fixed in your mind is limited. As you level up, you may wish to replace old spells with new ones. Choose a spell you know and replace it with another. Don't think I want to. I'm fine with that. Oh, I see. Right, okay. So if I actually... Okay, what do we have right now? We've got Armor of Agathis. 5 temporary hit points and deal 5 cold damage to any creature that hits you with a melee attack. That's not bad. And we have Arms of Hadar. 2 to 12 damage, 2d6 necrotic. Prevents target from using reactions. Okay. On save, target still takes half damage, but they are able to use reactions. It's an action. It's a level 1 Warlock spell slot. Do I want to replace any of these? They both seem quite good, actually. They're both level 1 Warlock spells. Just keeping that in mind for, like, you know, how often I need to rest and all that good stuff. What would I swap in, right? I mean... You know what? I think I'm good as we are. We'll leave this be. Hopefully that was the right call. Alright, Will. Hopefully this works out. Let's go for it. Leveling up is always a little nerve-wracking in a variety of ways. Just makes me nervous. Again, fortunately, we are able to respec. It was mentioned in the comments as well exactly how to go about doing that. So, worst case scenario, we can do that, but ideally, we won't have to.
Step, Harry, strike, damn it! It's just not landing.
Interesting technique. Having some trouble?
Nothing but. Goblins in the wild, out for blood, and the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword.
You try hitting the target. Oh my god. I could use my athletics. Demonstrate a swing. Show him the fluidity of movement he lacks. I could use my insight. No wonder you're struggling. You've no balance. Space your feet farther apart. I mean, I am supposed to be wise. Or I could use detect thoughts to read his thoughts. That seems like a horrible invasion of privacy when I could potentially just help him otherwise. So yeah, first let's just try and help him straight up. No wonder you're struggling. You've no balance. Space your feet apart. I'm hesitant because detecting thoughts is clearly, yes, a breach of privacy, but also a breach that I feel like Beâr would not understand as being a breach, right? Like, let me understand you better. What are you actually thinking? But no. We can help him. Let's help him. Or at least I hope so. Come on, baby. We got a +3 as well. Nice. I'll take it. I'll take it. 22. Beauty.
I'll try and brace them better. Like so. Step, brace, parry, swing. Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use.
You don't need it for your fighting? Yo, one last thing. Don't shout out your moves like that. Spoils the surprise. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, who knows if he's smart enough to know that. So yeah, just in case. Try not to mention your moves.
Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes.
Amazing. Alright, keep training. In time, you'll make short work of any goblins.
Hopefully, it's just the goblins we have to worry about. The druids are treating us like vermin. But I'll keep at it. Thank you.
Alright, seems Will was pretty pleased with us helping, and we've got ourselves a battle axe. Not going to use a battle axe. 1 to 10. I mean, it does more damage than our quarterstaff, but it's not really our thing. Is it anyone's thing? I think we're fine as we are for the time being. Let's try and find somebody important to talk to, and let's try and delay this this closing of the grove. I would very much like to get that done here if I can. If I could find who I'm looking for here. Hunt down Karlak. That's who I need to speak to, right? For delaying. Yeah, save the refugees. Speak to Nokagha. Got that wrong. Oh, hunt down Karlak. Okay, I see. I'll make sure we are... Grove, Pendrina, Ashrak, Glex. There we go. Gotta head back down this way. Fair enough. Don't wanna just run around aimlessly. They're down there, looks like. Alright. Seems like this is the way to go.
I want to learn a trick too. It's something only I know.
Make one up.
You can do that.
What are those two up to? What do you got in here for me? Why are we climbing? Okay. That's one way to get there, I suppose. Got some rope. Don't mind if I do. Nothing in that one. Travel-worn chest. Locked. Alright, we'll leave that be then. Leave these kids alone as well. Don't need to mess with them. Make our way down over here. Ooh, there seems to be a kerfuffle.
Through. It is forbidden.
Alright, let me through though, right?
Let my daughter go right now! She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back! Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
Okay, to be fair, that was pretty aggressive. Threatening to rip their throats out is probably not the right way to get them to let you to stay.
Damn it! We could have taken those guards.
Try greasing palms. This thing's over.
What is wrong with you?
We need to get Arabella out, now!
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Korga to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake! Ugh!
Okay, I saw what happened. Why are the druids holding your daughter?
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
Breaking into druid chambers to steal a sacred relic. Oh, she sounds like fun.
I mean, she does, but like, come on, you kind of set her up for this. She's just a child. The druids are overreacting. I'll talk to them. Okay, you've got your work cut out for you, probably. Like you said, it's your fault. You should have tried parenting her. Or thieves deserve to be punished. It's as simple as that. No, she is just a child. The druids are overreacting. I'll talk to them.
Thank you. They won't give us the time of day.
Hurry! I'm at the end of my tether as is. Can't take this waiting.
Well, you're gonna have to wait, alright? Let's see what happened the last time you didn't wait. What's going on over here? What's up with these guys?
Lives are at stake, and the cowards only care about their bloody rituals.
Alright, fair enough. Let's see what we can do over here.
Keep this up and you'll have blood on your hands. Come, Magrin, give him a chance. You, get back.
Chill, I'm a druid too. Yeah, I'm a druid, same as yourself. Allow me to pass and pay my respects, please. Okay, if it weren't for me, you'd be over by goblins by now. I'll go where I please. Not very in character. Why? What's so special down here? Not gonna do that, and I'm certainly not gonna ignore them and proceed. No, I'm a druid, same as yourself. Allow me to pass and pay my respects, please.
Druid or not, you're still an outsider to this place. Entry is forbidden.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
Fair enough, that worked out for us. I'm surprised that we didn't have any right to hospitality or anything, but I suppose I understand. I suppose at least they're less discriminatory than I initially anticipated them to be. Volo, procurer of associate stories and curios. I guess this is another boss. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it is just another druid. Where is Kogha? Trying to get the name right there. Tahan, Inwe. Is that actually... That's adorable. What are you doing? You just dancing? Do you think that's a boar or do you think that's a druid? That's wild shaped. I'm not 100% sure, but all right. Moving on. Trying to get my attention. Or he's looking for truffles. All right. Let's take a look at the map real quick. Garrick, Topaz, Tuffet. Tusk. Is Is Kolga up top? Trying to like orient myself over here. Because it says, yeah, up in this general area, maybe through that stone door. All right, let's go. I'll have this conversation ASAP. All right, here we are. I'm sorry. Ah, it's the kid.
Have you lost your senses, Kolga? Release her.
She stole the idol of Sylvanas. She must pay the price. We will imprison the thief under guard of my serpent. When we cast out the rest, she may join them. Let the devil be an example. We will tolerate outlanders no longer. The grove will be made safe. The circle will be closed.
All right, Kolga's got problems. This ain't right.
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Kolga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
This is gonna be harder than I thought. To reject the helpless is to reject Sylvanas himself. That is the druid option, so I'm leaning that way. Thief? Poison? What's this girl's actual crime? No, let's be real here. She's convinced she's a criminal. Doesn't matter what the answer to this question is. She'll be convinced with it herself, right? It's not, I don't need convincing. Imprison her, she's just a child. Clearly she doesn't care. I could do nothing and just watch, which I am not going to do. One of your guards outside said you wanted to see me. Here I am. No, let's deal with this child first. To reject the helpless is to reject Sylvanas himself. And that's not just to aid the child, that is to aid all the refugees, right? So let's see if this works here. I get the feeling it won't.
The Tree Father's words. Your circle taught well. You know, then, that Sylvanas spoke further. The parasite must be removed for new seed to grow. Yet behold, the parasite lives. She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Kolga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
Jeez. Also, didn't realize I was cherry-picking passages there. Damn. The girl is no threat. Jailing her disrupts nature's balance. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. I get advantage. +1 from intelligence, +2 from nature proficiency. All right. Next up, release her. I'll see that she stays out of trouble. That's persuasion-based. I still get advantage, but -1 from my charisma, right? A seed nobly sown renders the sweetest fruit. Be noble. Set her free. All right. Detect thoughts. I could read Kolga's minds. I wonder. Or I could tell the snake to put Kolga at ease. The girl belongs with her own brood. This is one of those times where I think reading Kolga's mind might help over here. Oh, jeez. You know what? I'm gonna say there's no time for that. Situation's escalating. We gotta stop this before it goes any further. The girl is no threat. Jailing her disrupts nature's balance. Come on, right? It's DC 10. I'm rolling 2d20, right? Pick the highest because it's advantage. +1 from intelligence, +2 from nature proficiency. Come on. Come on. All right, good stuff. Absolutely take it. Thank you. I love these animations, man. I know I mention it once per episode at least, but they're just so good.
I hear the Tree Father's spirit in your words. It is as you say. Sifisif, Tila, to me. Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Kolga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
Well, hang on a second. What was that? Shadowheart succeeded against Frightened. She's got something to say as well. But before we look at that, Daughter of Darkness. We witness Shadowheart become stricken by an unusual surge of pain emanating from a tiny unhealed wound on her hand. What is going on there? Alright, you know what? I would investigate my friend quickly before we go speak to Kolga.
She's a child.
She is a child. Come on.
One who tried to steal from us.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with.
Can't I detect thoughts now? Can't I, detect lies or whatever? How badly does it hurt?
Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
Are you sure it's not connected to the tadpoles? I mean, I'm pretty convinced it's not, but in character.
Positive. You can trust me on that.
Well, then what is it connected to? You know what? Now's the time. What's the story with that odd little artifact you have?
There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it.
I saved your life. Like, you owe a life debt to me. What do you think of all that's happened to us so far? We should get to know each other a little more. We should journey separately for now. I'll see you whenever we camp. No. Leave it at that. No more Inquisition over here. Let's go ahead and speak to Kogha and try and delay this ritual over here. We had one success, right? We got lucky with saving the girl, but let's see how this goes. I'm going to go ahead and quick save again, just in case she decides to kill me or something. At least we'll load here as opposed to God knows where. Kogha, what's going on?
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster?
No, I understand where you're coming from.
Monster? Too kind.
Oh God, Will.
A demon, more like.
No, we're here. We're here to help, not make this worse. Only a monster would threaten a child. You're protecting your own. Sometimes cruelty is required. Or honestly, I just wanted to see what would happen. No. So again, I'm trying to say I understand where you're coming from, and that's exactly why you have to make different decisions, right? So let's try that. You're protecting your own. Sometimes cruelty is required. Sometimes what people call cruelty is required, at least.
First you urge grace, then you speak truth. You surprised me twice over. A shame the grace period ends. The Viper's fangs have been bared. She must guard her brood. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanas, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
Is this rite druidic? I've never witnessed such magic. Yeah, see, I was wondering that myself earlier, wasn't I? I hope I said that out loud. Zevlor believes his people will perish on the road. You cast out the guiltless, you shame your order. Okay, do what you want, it's none of my concern. Not true. Reach for my weapon. Oh, seriously escalating the situation. Zevlor believes his people will perish on the road.
And mine perish if he stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike.
Oh, I was hoping I could do some of the other options as well, but I understand why not. Prattle all you want, the refugees aren't my concern. Then it seems I'd best speak to Zevlor. There is the option to attack. But no. Seems I'd best speak to Zevlor.
You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
See, whatever they do to the refugees, while I am interested in keeping them here because it seems like a safer space, whatever they do there, I don't like the idea of them shrouding their grove for all eternity and all that jazz. That doesn't sit well with me. So I might have to do something here rather drastic. I wonder if I'll get entry back in here after the fact, or if I have to pull my move now. But I'm sure somewhere in here is what they need to make this ritual happen. And I feel like if I can just steal that If I can just steal that little idol back, then maybe I can prevent the ritual from going through. And if they don't know who stole it, well, then actually, who will they punish, right? Because if they don't find out it's me, they'll punish somebody, and they'll basically go... I mean, I can assume they'll basically go to that same kid again, Arabella or whatever her name was, and be like, you stole it again, didn't you? And she'd be like, no, I didn't, I swear. And they'll be like, well, we don't believe you, and we don't really have a proper judicial system over here, so we're going to kill you. So that's probably not the right call over here. Let's have a conversation with some of these others. Let's see what these guys are up to. And what about Ren and Oladan and Pinta? Because let's not forget, I am able to speak to animals right now, so or speak with animals. So
you see a sharp intelligence behind its eyes. Is it a familiar or another druid enjoying their wild shape?
Yeah, see, I could just turn into a cat potentially and just roam around. Potentially. So that was...
We just let her run off.
Oh, okay.
She's a child.
Heard that conversation before. That was Pinta. Ren, what about you?
Glares at you, but says nothing.
Very well, very well.
That's what matters.
And we've got who left? There's one more. There you are. Get over here. Oladan.
The rat watches your movements, but does not speak.
They might just be familiars. Potentially. There's that giant wolf as well. I wouldn't mind speaking to the wolf. Where'd you go, buddy? It was right here. Moments ago. Alright, I'll seek him out later. Wrath, what's going on here, buddy?
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented.
That Kagha seems dangerous. I'm curious, if I hadn't spoke up, what would have happened? I've heard there's some sort of ritual going on. I wonder if I can get... Because he seems very... They don't seem aligned, right? Maybe I can twist him in my favor and there can be some internal friction that we use to our advantage. I've heard there's some sort of ritual going on.
One meant to seal us in, meant to seal them out. Blasphemous. The Tree Father must see what's happening in his holy grove. Perhaps his eyes are on Master Halsin now.
And who is this Master Halsin? If no one's looking for Halsin, I could do it.
Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home.
It seems like a way to solve this situation. I feel like Kagha's pretty set on enshrouding the grove. I don't think anybody else is in a position of power, but this Halsin fella, if I bring him back, right, he might be the druid that got left behind when those guys came back to the grove. So if it's my assumption at least. So if I'm able to bring him back, maybe he can overrule whatever it is that Kagha is trying to do, because it seems as though he's more revered and perhaps higher up the pecking order. So I could say no need to fret, I'll find him. I'd like a more solid offer than anything. No, I'm not like that. Okay, no need to fret. I'll find him. It seems like I could solve a lot of issues if I find him.
Sylvanus' blessing upon you, and my gratitude as well. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else.
Yeah, with a title like First Druid, I'm fairly confident if he comes through, he'll overrule any nonsense, right? Let's have a word with this wolf here, Silver.
Another stranger come to vex me. What will you do? Hunt me? Grab my tail? Shout until my head hurts?
Relax. Yeah, no one's here to hurt you.
Stupid or a liar. Neither is needed here. Go!
Jeez, alright. I guess I could have asked who's bothering you. I mean, I'm not... I could try and...
Leave.
Yeah, didn't think so.
You're not wanted here.
Didn't think so. I gotta remember, I'm playing a Larian RPG. Every click has permanent consequences, which I absolutely love, to be clear. I just gotta remember that is how this works. We can look at some of these reports, I suppose. It's not dangerous to touch those.
All be over.
Might not be a bad idea.
But
let's speak to Louis and Coril here.
Again.
They seem to be... Why am I...
Please leave. Our hospitality has limits, and they were crossed long ago.
Yeah, I'm literally standing on their table over here. I don't feel like that invites much hospitality, actually. What about you, buddy? You want to talk?
What will the tieflings want next? Letting the Hellchild go was a mistake.
Alright. Nothing of value here. Fallen plaque.
The towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one. You recognize the mark of the dark goddess Shar on the broken helmet. This army marched in her name.
So many dead. Sent to the Night Singer's embrace.
Moonrise must be a reference to Shar's divine sister, Saluna.
So that's what you want?
Very well, very well. And I want to check out some of these reports as well. Like, I want to get a proper understanding of what's going on over here. So, detailed report. Someone has written Shadow Curse at the top of this page and a number of notes below. Trees infected but still alive. Malicious component to underlying magic. Resists removal. Attempts to infect caster. Range and severity of curse suggests divine origin. Umbral characteristics and vicinity to Shar's temple suggests goddess herself is responsible. What? Alright, okay, interesting.
Temple of Shar. Where? And what's this about a curse?
My thoughts exactly, Shadowheart, but we'll find out in due time. But this grimy report now, which I have to climb the table to get to. Paw prints suggest an animal walked across the sentry, smudging everything except a few words. Animal scouts scent. Eastern town, villagers possibly still alive. Violence? Violent? Something violent? Alright, fair enough, fair enough. What else have we got over here? A warning to the Sword Coast. People of the Sword Coast, look around you. What do you see? A collection of gods-fearing humans, elves, and dwarves, or an infernal corruption of that divine image. Tieflings, wearing their devilish heritage for all to see, walk among us as if they didn't owe their existence and allegiance to the lords below. These hells-touched peoples have infiltrated our cities, our organizations, even our families. They can claim to be good all they wish. Would you believe the tiger who looks at you with dripping fangs if he said he ate nothing but vegetables? No. We can see their true nature plain as day. But they are not the only evil infiltrating our world. All around I see drow, durgar, and other creatures of the Underdark strive for acceptance. But why should you accept them when their brothers raid our countryside and steal our children? Obviously, I'm not saying they should be cast out. Obviously, I'm not saying we should return these delinquents to the Underdark and drive the tieflings back to the hells they came from. But be wary of these people, my friends. Be suspicious when you see them, and especially suspicious when you do not. Jesus, fear-mongering. Fair enough. And there was the study of the Sword Coast over here. A scrap of a larger map fastened to the page with fragrant sap. Someone has written, tainted by curse above the lands to east, beyond the mountains on the road to Baldur's Gate. Alright, I think the reports are connected to that study. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay. I don't know if there's much else to do over here in terms of conversations to have, right? We spoke to, well, we engaged with Oladan, Pinta, and Ren. We spoke to Kaga, Markoril, Wrath, Loic, and Silver. So now our decision is, well, it's a matter of do we investigate further over here where they might not like us snooping? Do we try? Oh, well, there's Nettie who might be able to help us. There's a conversation to be had there for sure. But do we try to find this idol? Not sure exactly where it might be, but we could spend some time looking for it. And maybe we try to steal it or destroy it or something. I'm not sure. Or do we straight up, speak to our friend Zevlor here and help them in their escape? Or, of course, there's the other option, which is to bring back Druid Halsin, which has been categorized under finding a cure. I mean, he's a powerful druid. I can see how he would potentially help us with finding a cure, but I was thinking we go seek him with regards to the situation with the refugees. Now, fortunately, save Arabella seems to be completed. We should probably speak to her parents to see what's going on, but I fear once we leave this circle, we won't be allowed back in. So I have to spend some time thinking about exactly what our next steps are, and I suppose this is perfect timing, folks, because we're right about at that hour mark. So why don't we call it a session over here as I mull over our potential options, and as I look to the comments as well to see what you think we should do next. Again, I'm going to stay in character with our decisions over here. Now, we are extremely curious, so we're definitely going to look around. We might even try and nab some stuff. But are we going to specifically chase after that idol, or leave that be and just try and bring Halsin back and let the druids maybe fight amongst themselves? I'm not exactly sure which angle I might try and take. But folks, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes a very big difference in letting me know what people are enjoying on the channel. Lets me know what I should do more or less of and how I should go about doing it. I do read all of the comments, so I mean, in this case in particular, I'm straight up asking you what you think we should try and do next. I have some plans in mind, but I'm always curious to see what others expect me to do, especially in RPGs when I'm role-playing. It gives me a good read on if I've communicated my character well enough or not. Either way, folks, as always, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.